action!
Alright, here we go.
Alright guys, welcome to the west side of Division, Extreme Division, or Extreme,
Yes.
What?
Extreme West Division.
Okay.
Extreme West.
We are so far west, this is a huge FedEx. We are actually in the Industrial Park Partnership Center.
Never been here
There's
before.
some weird words coming out of your mouth right now.
But we are heading east and we'll take you all the way east of 65 Highway. So Springfield is like a square.
Yeah, the green.
And I-44 kind of does the north and west side, and then 65 cuts Springfield all on the east side. Then 60 Highway, James River Freeway, cuts it on the south side. So we were going over Interstate 44,
Oh.
and we are now in the square.
What's
Springfield.
interesting is we are in Springfield, but
Yes.
this is technically Willard School
District.
area. So
Yeah.
you have
Willard South,
Willard South over here,
elementary.
elementary. So that's always kind of interesting.
And basically everything to West Bypass and west of West Bypass, all the way close to Sunshine, is all Willard schools.
Now, was that the location that you guys went back in the day? Or is it a different location?
Miranda went to Willard Central. I went to Willard North, Willard Central, Willard East.
Gotcha. So you guys didn't go to school together until high school?
No.
No?
Even then, we didn't know each other. It's kind of weird.
Really?
It was love at first sight, let me tell you.
Went on a blind date with
Went on a
another
blind
Willard
date.
person.
Is it funny to say love at first sight at a blind date?
That's kind of poetic.
It's funny, on our blind date, I took her, I didn't make a lot of money, and I took her to Cheddar's, and I was like, do you mind if we split the chicken tender?
I'm like, sure.
Yeah. My
Sounds great.
sweat bullets here. And we went and saw a movie, and I fell asleep during that movie.
Listen, I was like, I took that as a hint. Like, this is a hard-working man. He can't even make it through a movie because he's been
Oh.
working so
Oh,
hard. He's
Miranda,
so tired.
That's so sweet.
You hear that,
You're like,
people?
he's
Horrible.
not-
At least that's what I
disinterested
told
in me.
myself, so I felt better.
Well, I mean, it all depends on how he acts, too. You probably
Yeah.
could tell. Like, oh, he likes me. He's just been working a lot.
And on the first date, I made him an apple pie.
Yeah, a
Oh.
little creepy, but it was okay.
You thought that was creepy?
He came up to the door. I'm like, I made you a pie.
I came up to the door, never met her family,
Never met me even.
never met her.
It was like all at once.
And she opened the door, and her dad, mom, sister, brother, all in a row.
That makes me think of those dolls that stack inside of each other.
That's literally how it
They're all
was.
just like
You got the boss, then you got the second one.
It
They're
was,
all ready to fight you.
it was intimidating.
Take it back. It was just really funny.
All right, let's take it back to what the people want.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the people were enjoying that.
On the left, Danny's Service Center was, I mean, obviously it's been there a while. But if you pull up, they will actually pump your gas for you.
Have you ever pulled up? What?
Nope.
That's cool. I did not know that.
Also, fun fact, over here on the left,
Oh, they're doing it right now.
Faith, this
ahead.
is
Some
good.
good information. Go ahead.
Over here on the left, there is a rock house next to the house that has a field in front of it. Right here, do you see it?
I do
You
see
see
it.
it?
I see it.
We bought that house and we fixed it up and I guess
That
flipped
was
it.
our
That was your
first.
First remake home.
First flip. Bought
You
it for
guys didn't live there.
bought
No,
it for
just-
$12,000.
It needed a lot of work.
About 60,000 in it. Well, like 54, 56. Sold it for 80,000. Now they just recently sold it for 160.
Wow.
So if we would have just held on to it for a
Real
couple
estate's
years.
Isn't that crazy how that happens?
But when you're getting started, that's a cute little house.
You gotta make do.
They were
really
fixing
love
it up the same time that
like
we fixed
dark
it.
blue on the outside of the
Oh,
house.
really?
I mean, I wouldn't pick her because I'm like very
Yeah.
neutral.
This is a surprise.
I
Never
see all this
driven
paint right here with the graffiti.
Yeah.
I painted that on Serve Day at our
Oh.
church.
Yeah.
I was like, I added the graffiti.
They
No.
went through and they like were
You got
covering-
rid of it.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And now it's back. You're like, oh, 5 minutes.
Well, that was like 5 years ago.
I've always thought the bike fence was really cute over there.
It's been there forever.
So tell us a little bit of history on Division Street. Faith?
So there used to be two cities. We had Springfield, which is like downtown Center Square area, and you had Commercial Street, which was North Springfield. And I want to say like 17 or 18 years it was two cities, and then Division was the dividing line between them.
Which makes sense because the railroad
Yeah.
runs along Division.
And that's how that second city popped up.
Interesting.
But Division is called Division because it was the dividing line. Which this is a kind of a quaint little area. I might have been here one time before, but
Really?
this area is kind of cool.
When you live in Willard, you kind of cut across town a lot.
Kearney, Division, Chestnut are like the roads that you're closest to.
Yeah.
So whenever I was going to OTC, which is like
I drove
college,
this too.
yeah, you would drive down Division right here, and you had to go at a certain time, or you would get stuck up here at Kansas.
Yeah.
What's going on up here? Oh, is this just
Oh, just a little road construction. That guy's about to fall asleep.
is the mac and cheese? Is the Kraft mac and cheese on this road? Or is it not on this?
It's on
Okay,
Bennett.
never mind. But it's in this area, right?
Got a big old noodle.
No, it's on the east side.
Oh,
Springfield.
dang.
We'll take us sometime.
I'm very confused. Apparently.
Right past Glenstone. In Bennett.
Yeah. on the-
Okay.
Where to all of the world, guys.
I used to live in an apartment across from the craft factory.
I must be dreaming then or something. Because I thought it was over in this area.
Joe's Tire Shop.
What do they do with all the used tires?
They shred them up.
And
Ooh,
make
do they
it into like kid
mulch?
Yeah, that's where like that mold's come from.
Like the mulch that you
Ah.
don't have to replace all the time.
Also,
Yeah.
you know, like those Arab back chairs or whatever they're called.
Adirondack
Yeah,
chairs.
I think that's made out of.
Oh, the stuff where they make like it's like the plastic. It's like
Yeah,
a wood alternative, but
I think. I don't know.
There are some little tiny houses in here, though. I'm sure, like, are 100 years old.
Yeah, a lot of these homes right here built in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
60s, 70s, 80s. Just kidding.
About to hit Kansas.
So, yeah, this is Kansas. If you want to check out Kansas Expressway, what do?
click the link.
Click the link up above.
Oh, there's a ladybug on my window.
So this Wells Tire and Auto Center has been here for, my gosh, over 50 years.
You're waving.
What's funny is there's a guy just staring at us.
He is.
That's why I was waving to him.
It looks like he's. Well, no, he's not anymore.
I don't
Like
think
he's
you can
staring
see.
at us.
Also, there is a like home improvement, not like home improvement, but like you can buy cabinets, doors, windows, a bunch of just, I forget what it was called, but it's called Home Outlet now, but it was
I
called
can't remember what it was called.
something supply superior. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter what it was called. Home Outlet now, but it's the same type of store. But it's really cool. We've been in there a couple times getting cabinets and stuff. A lot of these places have just been around a long time.
They have.
So mom and pop. Just living it up. Da-da-da.
We sold a commercial building, Z-Lawn, right over here. That was a really pretty building.
What is this? Is this
ADM?
Is this all the same thing? One
No, this is different.
animal?
Some like factory thing.
Do they make food? Pet food? I don't know.
So if you want to go on to Commercial Street, you can turn here.
Yep.
There's a lot of like cute restaurants and Pizza House.
There's a lot of good stuff.
So we are considered the northwest side of Springfield.
Yep.
So if you've ever wanted to know what the northwest side of Springfield looks like, this is a video for that.
I'm trying to think. What is the area up here? Is it Midtown?
Yeah, we will go through Midtown.
Okay. There's
Where
some like really cute historic houses.
Cox North is and stuff.
And then Weaver Elementary.
We're elementary.
So Grant runs from all the way from Norton. Well, technically it goes all the way north, way far, but it actually stops at Bass Pro. That's as far south as Grant goes. Dollar General is new here. Back in my day when I traveled it was not here.
Oh.
Yeah. Got the big 3 in front of my age now.
I don't know. There's a lot of Dollar Generals around here. There's some good stuff you can
And then over here.
Oh, I better stop.
Okay.
I'll get yelled at if I go through that
We
light.
don't want to run any red lights. But stopping will give you an opportunity to talk about Assemblies of God headquarters.
So Springfield has the headquarters for Assemblies of God, as the locals call it, AG. And I mean, all of international AG and
They would talk
national.
a lot about it at Evangel. Obviously, a lot of internship stuff would happen.
Right. Right next door is Cox North. So we have entered Midtown. So this is now
There's a
Midtown.
sign.
So everything on the left is the little townhouses, and there's some really pretty houses.
There's a lot of people that have gone in and really fixed up some of them. And there's some cool historic looking homes.
What's this area?
So if you took a right on Benton, that takes you in near City Hall, in the Bush Building, and
All that good stuff.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure Midtown stops at commercial. No, not commercial. Yeah, commercial. No, national.
Commercial goes.
Commercial
goes
along.
this way.
Nash.
Nash.
Way to call me out, guys.
Sorry.
They're keeping you honest.
People will be confused. Be like,
I know.
man.
So they actually just completely knocked down and renovated this elementary school. It's Boyd Elementary.
Brand new building.
It's a pretty cool looking building.
2 years old.
I used to turn on Sherman when I went to OTC.
Me too. It was like we were in the same spot.
Aww.
Come from the same place.
Actually, if you were on OTC, we were together already.
Yeah.
So now we are considered north because we just went through Midtown. Midtown stopped. So this is a brand new Come and Go
Right here?
and a brand new Dollar Tree.
This isn't brand new, is it?
Well,
we've been
maybe like
around for a
5
while.
years,
Okay, gotcha.
but it looks brand new. So there's a barbecue spot up here that I hear is
Really?
amazing. We tried doing a Traveling Foosters episode here.
Wow, that was a long
I
time.
know. But it's this building, this stone building on the left.
Crosstown barbecue.
Yeah,
I feel like I
Crosstown
have heard of that.
I have too.
Have you ever had it?
It was
It's
fire.
it's a
You actually
it's
ate
a
it.
crosstown.
We didn't record. He
Okay.
gave us like a sample. I was like, y'all want to record here? All right. This is the start
Woohoo!
of. Did you go here, Faith?
Evangel.
Yeah.
Oh, not the Boys and Girls Club.
What?
But I went to Evangel. I thought you were pointing at Evangel, my bad.
Well, I am. I thought that was it.
Well, that's not. That's a park.
Well, it's all part of the same thing. Okay. Faith, let's talk
Yes.
about where you went to school. What is it called? Why would you go there? Blah, blah, blah.
It's called Evangel.
University.
Yes, so CBC actually, if a lot of the people like that,
What's CBC?
Central Bible College, over north of Kearney? No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's up
a
north.
lot of people that went there kind of all started going into Evangel. It's a great school. I don't know.
Wow, that's a lot of detail.
Really
That's not
just-
that much
You
detail.
really
but
pitched it to him good.
Did you love your experience?
Yes, it was a wonderful school.
So it's just a regular university, or?
I mean, it is a Christian college, but they have
Okay.
they have secular degrees as
Yeah.
well. So it's not specifically like all, because I went into music. It wasn't
Yeah.
like becoming a pastor or anything like
Mhm.
that. So they have a range of degrees. You can get, I mean, anything that you want. They cover all the basics: medical, teaching. Obviously, I got my music degree.
Yeah.
So there's just a bunch of different ones that you can really choose. And then obviously the traditional, they have like the Assemblies of God Theological Seminary. My brain is still blanking on these names. So for any of those who are wanting to do vocational stuff, like
Yeah.
usually we'll go there.
Did you live on campus?
Yes, you were required at least the first year, maybe 2 years. And so I was in, out of 4 of the female dorms, I was in 3.
Okay.
So,
Did you know that Springfield has 2 airports, and we are passing one of them?
I did not know that. Well,
Yep.
This isn't military, right?
This is a private airport,
A private airport.
so you can actually go out and rent a
Spot to land.
A landing strip.
one of those
Runway.
garages, a garage that you park a plane in. No hamper, no,
A hamper?
no
A hangar?
hangar. Yes,
Yes.
you can rent
That's
a
cool.
hangar there and fly out if you have like a small plane or something.
Do you know how much business is there?
Oh, I have no idea.
Interesting.
But a lot of private corporations fly out of there. You can also get a hangar at the Springfield Branson Airport, but
That's
this is
closer.
kind of a smaller one,
Yeah.
Color 10, right up here on the right. Which
I've eaten a Happy Meal next to one of those trees.
Did you have a picnic?
do you want to explain why you were there, Chelsea?
You're just a creeper. No, my mom used to work there.
Yeah. But she works at KY3 now.
Yes.
KY3, the place to be.
Because we care. Isn't that what it is? Not.
I don't know. She could do a tour.
So there is.
This is Shady Dell. That's where they do pre-K.
Did we pass?
No.
Did we pass the Eden Village?
That's
That's
right up
on-
here. I
Okay.
thought.
Does
Right
anybody
past Shady
know
Dell.
a lot of information about Eden Village?
Isn't that where they just built?
Retirement.
Oh, is
No,
it
it's-
retirement?
It's veterans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Housing
or-
for.
Oh, yes.
Is it like homeless
Homeless?
veterans?
Yeah,
I think
right
so.
here on the
That's
left.
what I thought. Okay.
Eden Village Community Center.
They have.
Cute little.
They're like little. They almost look like tiny homes, but
Yeah.
they're really nice.
They're like. This sounds so bad, but they're like glorified sheds. Like that's how big they are.
The size wise.
Yeah,
But they are
size-wise.
homes. They have everything
Mhm.
in it.
It's just like a smaller version. They're really cute.
I want to say they were building them when Marley was going to that school at the time.
Really? How long ago was that?
5 years or
That's really
No.
cool that they have that though, for sure.
3 years ago, maybe.
Because there are, obviously quite a bit of homeless people.
You can actually volunteer
in
there
Springfield.
Really?
if you want a volunteer
Yes.
opportunity.
That'd
Yes,
be cool.
you can volunteer there.
We'll have to check it out.
SRC on the left is a huge, that's another headquartered here in Springfield. And there's multiple locations, and each location is specialized in something different.
It's
But
like
they're-
getting a renovation or
Yeah.
something.
And they probably moved.
I was gonna say, it honestly looks like no one is home.
But it's like a manufacturing or.
Yeah, I think I know where the other one is.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, there's quite a few. We actually passed one if we were on West Division.
Mhm.
It's kind of off of 44, in between Kearney and Division.
That's where Josh worked.
Really?
Heavy duty.
Also, if you're traveling on Division does not go over a train track up here. So we were waiting for a train right now, and it cuts right next to 65, and it goes south, but they built Chestnut over the train tracks. So it used to be stopped by the train tracks off Chestnut.
Mhm.
Springfield's getting bigger, so they had to build a bridge over it.
You
Then,
get over it.
way up here,
Mhm.
you have AWG, not to be confused with AG.
Yeah.
This is Associated Wholesale Grocers.
It's funny because people who work at AWG, they call it AG.
Yeah.
I work at AG or whatever.
My dad actually worked there. Jesse worked there.
So it's a food distribution center. Think of like Best Choice and Always Save brands. So they kind of distribute, you know, food to like price
Private
cutters. Yeah, private label. You know, not, it's almost like a Kroger and, you know, Walmart, but for privately owned grocery stores. So like Price Cutter, Cash Saver, Dad's Store, a couple other stuff.
You know, I was thinking that Carney and Division, we both like worked around, like I worked at a pharmacy, you worked at, we both had jobs around these parts.
They just built this Porsche dealership, so if you're looking for a Porsche, I got you.
Covered.
So this highway right here is the furthest east of the Springfield Square, and this is 65 highway.
Yep.
So you got like Furniture Row right here. You got Haverty's Furniture. They're building some apartments up here. I'll drive past it and then we out. But these apartments haven't even been built yet. But they've already, I think, pre-leased all of them.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Goes to
you
show how
could
much
go
we
just a
need.
tiny bit further.
Okay.
Because there's some neighborhoods that, if you're moving here, you might potentially be interested in.
This land will never be developed here on the left.
Why?
Because Springfield Underground is there.
Oh, under it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can't like run, you know, water and sewage.
Underneath
Makes
it.
sense.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Also, they just sold this land here on the right, on this corner, $3 million.
What are they going to do with it?
Really?
Develop it,
Turn it
turn it into another neighborhood.
Huh.
So, if you want a really amazing location, anything east of 65 is amazing. So, right up here, we're going to give you a little bit of bonus feature here. This is called Wild Horse. And there's multiple Wild Horse, you know, little phases. But on the right here, is the original Wild Horse Estates. Then on the left, they made Wild Horse like Hickory Valley.
I don't know that Hickory Valley is part of it.
Well, we're gonna call it Wild Horse today. Okay?
I don't think it's part of it, but it is still a nice neighborhood.
Yeah. And then there's Wild Horse.
There's the lakes at Wild Horse.
Yeah, up here.
There's a
on the
couple
left.
different variations, but they have like a playground, a community pool.
And then Springfield Hickory Hills Elementary and Middle School is right here on the right. But there's some brand new construction happening on the left up here. But we were taking a right.
Guess we're taking a right.
Yep. And Hickory Hills Elementary and Middle School here on the left. Very pretty over here. But hope you guys enjoyed it.
That's all for today. Watch out for this. Okay.
No kids are
Sorry.
going. We're good.
I was just making sure.
Have a good one, guys.
Stay classy out there. Be safe. Watch for kids.
Bye.